Good evening everyone. We are Group 12. Welcome to our presentation.
Tonight, in this presentation, we are going to give you some ideas and information about Islamic banking system.
So, sit back and relax. And, most importantly, enjoy the video. Hey, good morning. This is my first day.
Good day, mate. This is my first day as well. Hope we can both do well.
Oh my goodness, you guys are finally here. Good morning. How are you?
We are good and we are really excited and looking forward to this session and hope to be well versed by the end of it.
So, let's get started. Tag along. I would like to take this opportunity to welcome you to the bank, and we are very thrilled to have you on board. And I am sure you two are going to enjoy working here. You have probably got a lot of questions, and who wouldn't, since there's a lot to take in. Don't worry, we'll clear them out during the training session. But, feel free to ask any questions.
Sure.
So, as you two are now working in an Islamic bank, the first task I have for you guys today is, tell me, what do you know about Islamic banking?
Islamic banking is a finance management system that is based on the Islamic rules of Sharia. The central concept of the Islamic banking is the prohibition on collection of interest and its utilization for the business purposes.
Two fundamental standards behind Islamic banking concepts are the sharing of benefit and misfortune. However, we are not too sure about how the interest-free system works. Can you please explain it to us?
Sure. Why not? I get paid $1 million a year for that. Ha 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 ha. But on a serious note, Islamic finance is based on the profit-sharing principle. In other words, the parties are owners of the asset/venture for which the loan is being advanced. Islamic banks utilize value support frameworks. This implies if a bank credits cash to a business, the business pays back the advance without premium, yet it gives the bank an offer and its benefits. If the business defaults on the advance or does not win any benefits, the bank does not get any benefit either. Islamic banking is based on a strong value system. Islamic banks make available accounts which provide profit or loss instead of interest rates. The banks use this money collected by them and invest in something that is Sharia compliant, that is not haram and does not involve high risks.
Sorry to interrupt. What is haram exactly?
Let me help you with this, you idiot. So, haram refers to some things that are forbidden in Islamic Sharia, such as the use of alcohol, drugs, war weapons, etc.
Yes. Islamic banking, therefore, acts as an agent by collecting the money on behalf of its customers, investing them in Sharia-compliant projects and sharing the profits or losses with them. The principal means of Islamic finance are based on trading. Hence, banks can profit from the buying and selling of Sharia-compliant goods and services. I hope this answers your question.
It does indeed. But then, how will the bank earn profits in the process?
In fact, there are several structures helping Islamic banks make a profit. Let me show you. In Ijara, the bank buys an asset on behalf of the customer and leases it out to the same customer. And once the lease is paid off, the asset is transferred to the customer. In Murabaha, the bank acts as an intermediary and buys assets like motor vehicle. This property is then sold to the customer at cost plus profit, which is known and agreed. The customer pays back the value in deferred payments. The term wakala is used in Islamic finance to describe a contract of an agency or delegated authority under which the principal, muqil, appoints an agent, wakil, to carry out a specific task on its behalf, to generate an agreed-upon profit return. As per the salam structure, the bank pays a purchase price to the customer for an upfront purchase of a fungible commodity which will be delivered on a deferred basis by the customer.
Oh wow, these are enlightening. Didn't know there are these many various ways to earn profits for an Islamic banking system. So, what are the benefits of this banking system?
Well, there are mainly 5 of them. The first one is about justice and fairness. Since it is based on a profit-sharing principle, it will lead to a more equitable distribution of income and wealth. Then, it's about liquidity, where the system requires fewer needs to maintain high liquidity because of profit-sharing principle. It also provides better custom relations and no fixed obligations such as interest payments on deposits. Transparency and strong ethical and moral dimensions are also critical in this system. And since they are not involved in carrying out large speculative transactions, it makes speculation unstabilized and is in the better interest of depositors. So, do you guys know how this system is developing around the globe? Well, guys, listen up. Let me tell you guys, to be honest, it is not an easy task for Islamic banking system to be adopted in other countries. However, we are making some significant progress. Islamic banking system shared around 13% of the banking assets in ASEAN in 2014 and 12% in other South Asia countries, and these ratios are still rising. So, you guys tell me, what are the barriers for the system to enter non-Gulf countries?
I believe the non-existence of Islamic Sharia committee to ensure compliance with Islamic Sharia, which makes it difficult for regulators in other areas to understand the ideas and concepts behind Islamic banking and how they work.
Yo, Selfie Man, what do you think?
I think the taxation regulations in many countries allow interest to be tax deductible for conventional banks. But Islamic banks cannot do that.
Well, looks like you guys did come well prepared, and are now ready to face clients by yourself. Good luck.
Good morning, pretty. Could you please assist me to open an account?
Sure, sir. I will get a best trainee to help you with it.
Good morning. I heard that you want to get some information for Islamic banking before setting up an account. Let me show you the major differences between conventional banking and Islamic banking. Conventional banks are based on fully man-made principles, whereas Islamic banking follows principles of Sharia. Investors in conventional banks are assured of a predetermined rate of interest, but Islamic banks are interest-free. Islamic banks aim to maximize profits subject to Sharia restrictions, and on the other hand, conventional banks have no restrictions. Further, Islamic banks have to deal with zakat, which means compulsory giving of a set proportion of one's wealth to charity, while conventional banks do not. Once there is a default, conventional banks require additional charges, in comparing to Islamic banks where there is no such thing. Lastly, their due importance are different, whether conventional banks focus on their own interest, but Islamic banks focus mainly on public. So, what do you think about setting up an account in our banks?
I think I will go home, and come back later with my money. Thank you, pretty.
This is the end of our presentation. Hope you guys enjoyed it. If you have any questions, please do not hesitate to ask. Well, looks like there is no questions. So I am going home now. See ya. Good night.
Oh, you guys are still here. Why? The video is over. It's done. It's Friday night and it's freezing out there. Go home. Just go. Adios.
Hey, you?